Welcome back to another Canon Black Lightning review. Today I'm doing episode 13, Shadow of Death, the Book of War. Man, these titles. So this is the season finale. So we're going to do a little bit of season finale review plus the whole season review, recap, whatnot. I'm going to just say it up front. The finale was not as good as I wanted it to be. I really felt a little disappointed. Not super disappointed. I just felt a little disappointed by what we got. I mean, after building up, the climax wasn't as great. Now, I will say that Black Lightning did something that kind of none of the other shows really did. Maybe Arrow in season 1 and season 2, I don't remember, but it set up this big bad, and then it set up a scenario where these two are going to continue to go to war with each other, and Tobias Well and Black Lightning. And it's not something we haven't seen before, where you set up, this big bad that is not the boss, the main boss. And then by the end of the season, the rest of the board is cleared and that's the big boss. And so now they are kind of set up to have the main hero and his main antagonist go at it in season 2. And I really appreciate that. A lot of seasons just kind of wrap it up like this is our big bad of the year and that's what we're going to do. And I appreciate that because like even the Flash, let's take the Flash, even though they've done a lot with the Reverse Flash since he died, I always thought like I wish they didn't do that. I wish he got away with something where he should always be the main rival to the Flash. And you can do that season after season. And it seems like that's what they're going to do with Well. Not that Well every episode is going to, be about him and the Black Lightning, but he's always going to be the main target of Black Lightning. Kind of like Joker to Batman. You just want a great rivalry that doesn't die at the end of the season. So I was really happy about that. But in doing that, the wrap up of everything else was too quick. It was so rushed. I mean, at the point that we got to with this episode, you could have just took Well out of the whole equation and let him sit in the background. And then, let, the whole beef with the ASA and all that and the projects, let that kind of be the main focus because it was Well just kind of took away from the time of the other stuff. And so it just rushed to an ending for me at least. So, I kind of dug the flashback thing. And I started to wonder, I'm like, is this going to be like a 2-hour episode? Because they're spending a lot of time on stuff we already saw and know about, but they're digging deeper into it. And I'm like, I wonder how that's going to affect the rest of the episode. And it really did because the climax was just so fast, like between the attacking the house to the family getting to, I don't even remember the dude's name, the main white guy, and then to the whole season being wrapped up. It was just really quick. So I didn't like that as much. And then again, like Black Lightning has tackled some issues and portrayed some things. And there have been plenty of times where they have been way too on the nose obvious with the black agenda. And this was one of those episodes. Like the main villain saying, let's make America great again. Are you kidding me? That was a little cringy. Like I'm all for kind of nuance in the way they, make, kind of a metaphor for other things by using characters, but they were way too on the nose with that. Like, let's make America great again. He said it like twice. It was so stupid. And he was just like, oh, shouldn't you black people be used to cuss by now? Like, yes, there's racist people like that, but come on, man. It was such a caricature. And we always said about black people and minorities, caricature stereotypes. That was a white person's caricature. It was ridiculous. So I didn't like that as much, but he's been like that since we met him. And then, yeah, they just wrapped it up too fast, like I said. Now, we got to shift to what is in that case. It was glowing green, and the first thing I thought was kryptonite, but it has nothing to do with Black Lightning. But I'm just like, what is in this case that Tobias Well got? that he kind of harpooned somebody else, took the fingers from the dead agent and, opened it. So said he's the king of, Freeland. So we'll see. It really is feeling like Superman and Lex, to be honest with you, just the black version. But, so I can't wait to see that. But also, with Lala, and that was so anticlimactic too. They set him up like all this stuff, like he was going to be able to do some things. I liked the conversation with him and Will. That was good. That was good. But they set him like he's going to do some things, and then they just smuggled a bomb in with him. And I don't know if he blew up or if he's alive. They didn't explain how a reanimation process works and how they bringing people back to life. They never explained any of it. And so, but he did call Lala the Tattoo Man, and that is a DC character. A lot of people thought Common was playing him in Suicide Squad, but those tattoos are supposed to have powers and whatnot. So I'm wondering if this is the actual Tattoo Man or if that was a reference. And so would we see Lala next year, where they said these victims that he killed are going to continue to cover his body, which is a different take than the Tattoo Man. So it's a lot of exciting stuff, a lot of unanswered questions that I'm excited about, but I'm also kind of upset they didn't answer much at the end of this season. So, this episode itself, I would have to give it a B-. I mean, the family fighting together was cool. I just kind of like when everybody loaded up. It turned into an all-out thing. It was like, all right, they moving in on the house. Black Lightning got his powers back. She charged up. The mom, like, give me a gun. I've been hunting with my dad. The cops, like, bring all the people. Wells, like, got his crew, his small crew. Let's go in. It's like, oh, it's about to be an all-out battle royal. Now, it wasn't that, but it was just kind of a cool build-up moment. But yeah, other than that, it was just really slow pace for a finale. So, gotta give it a B-. Now, the whole season, I mean, if you've been watching my reviews, you already know, these episodes have been really strong. Even when they're hitting on the nose, even when the Nissa and her love life was getting real annoying, it still has such strong episodes. I mean, having Jefferson as a principal and, like, talking about education as the ultimate weapon to free this community, but also talking about the struggles of the community and government injecting drugs and their agenda into the community. It was just so much. It was good. And it was like Meteor Man. I've said many times, it was like Up and Away, another Robert Townsend movie. I know somebody keeps telling me that, Meteor Man borrowed from Black Light. I get it. But we're not talking about the comics. We're talking about the show. So the show, like, what they created with the show had that feeling of the live action movies, Meteor Man and Up and Away. And it was good, man. It was strong. It had messages. It had some fun moments. It very much was culturally relevant. Even, some stuff was too woke, but a lot of stuff was like, man, okay, yeah, I could recognize that. And so it felt like a kind of Black Panther moment before Black Panther even came out. So it just was cool. It was needed. And it was a breath of fresh air in the CW. Just the way they approached it. And I think the way they ended the season again is a testament that they're not the same as these other CW shows. It's not paint by numbers. They're doing something a little different with this. And I hope that the success doesn't cloud next season. Now, it'll probably get a full season. I wish it would stay to half a season, or 13 episodes is perfectly fine. I wish, but it might get a full season. I just hope they don't try to get too big with the special effects and the CGI. I like keeping it on the ground. So, but yeah, this episode got very comic booky. I mean, you had the explanations that just didn't make no sense scientifically with the kid that could walk again and somehow shoots venom. You got the assassin girl, I forgot her name, but like she's basically got metal bones, or like she's like a cyborg. It was weird. And Tobias Well, of course, with his powers. It got real comic booky and weird at the end. But I hope they stay grounded enough in the next season. But I enjoyed it. As a season, I give it a solid A. Solid A is a whole season. So Anyway, that's my thoughts. Go to the comment section. Let me know what you thought about the episode. What you think about Black Lightning's first season. Thumbs up, subscribe, share it around if you heard his official canon.